What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the MA Sports Pod and another episode of the schedule release series with the Detroit Lions. This is a fun team. This is a young team. What do you guys think?
I like the Netflix show.
I I think definitely a young team still growing. I think this might be Dan Campbell's kind of make or break year to see where he's at as a coach and see how he's developed this team. So it'll be fun to watch.
A lot of Dan Campbell lovers out there. He seems kind of crazy to me. I don't
love
know.
Dan Campbell.
He's had a lot of like post game interviews that have gotten a lot of attention, but as an actual coach, I mean, I don't think he's anything special.
That's what I'm saying. He seems a little crazy without the actual like good coaching aspect. Like, I get the crazy, but you got to know how to coach too. And I don't know if he's got all the intelligence to do that. But let's just get into it. We have them with an early upset against the Chiefs week 1.
Yeah.
Out on a Super Bowl hangover. I like the Chiefs in this game, but Mike
I like the Lions.
So week 2, Seattle, Detroit. I think Seattle takes them down here.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think Seattle's the stronger team, so Seattle takes.
And I think just after that win against the Chiefs, I think they're probably riding a little too high after that week 1. Do they get humbled in week 3 by Atlanta though? What do we think?
I think they do. I think Atlanta beats them.
Okay, that's kind of the feeling I had too. What do you think, Gavin?
I mean, obviously you guys overrule me, but I don't think they're that bad. I think the Falcons are not going to be good at all. So I would take the Lions here, but
even not to bring up like the Lions or the Lions because I don't agree with that perspective at all. But I do think when it's the same coach and these problems have been happening, like they have been choking a lot, and it's been under Dan Campbell that this choking is happening. It's not just like their previous coaching staff. So
I get where you come from, but then also the Falcons are the notorious choking team as well over there.
True. So you got two fighting for who could choke the most, I guess. But I think, me and Mike think the Falcons humble them here. I could see it going either way. On to Green Bay Thursday night in Lambeau. I think Green Bay.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Green Bay wins this game too. They have their home field advantage.
At home.
They have to take Green Bay here, so it's a rough start for the Lions so far.
Definitely a rough start after that Chiefs
one. But they
come
back. Week 5, they beat Carolina.
Yeah, this is when they start to get in their bag, I think, definitely.
And then week 6, they beat Tampa.
Agreed with that. What do you think, Evan?
I would say they beat Tampa as well.
Yeah, just the better roster here, honestly. And then we have them dropping week 7 to the Ravens and beating the Raiders in week 8, going into the bye at what are they 4-3 here going into the bye?
Yeah.
Or 4-4. I'm sorry.
That,
honestly, 4-4 as a Lions fan going into a week 8 bye, you should be happy with. You're not out of the playoffs by any means, especially in a bad NFC. You're definitely right in there, and
you get a huge win.
Yeah, and in the past, they're 3-1 going into the bye. So,
1-3. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. So now we got the Chargers, and we're giving them a big win post bye here against the Chargers. That's big for them. And then
I think the Lions go on a little streak here.
I agree. I think they definitely take Chicago at home.
And then I think they split with Green Bay at home.
Okay. Both their Green Bay games are Thursday night. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Don't see that a lot. What do you think about this one, Gavin? I don't know.
I mean, we'll see how Jordan Love pans out, but if he I don't think he'll be anything special. I would agree with Mike. I think the Lions will take this one. They'll split.
Yeah, you also have to think they don't have Jameson Williams this year either to spread the field. Not that he's like the end all be all of their team. He was a rookie receiver.
I mean, at the beginning of the year last year, they didn't really have him, and they still from the receiving game. I mean, they weren't horrible. They relied on Amon-Ra a lot, but
Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
Now just traded for Denzel Mims at the time of recording. It'll be anything. But I don't think Jared Goff is the worst ever. I don't think he's the best either. But like, he can definitely get it done. He's proven he can get it done.
Yeah. And then I think they beat the Saints here.
I agree. It was there, so we got them. We got them streaking here. But if you look at this is a little bit of an easier schedule down the stretch.
Yeah, compared to the other teams, it's a very easy schedule.
Yeah, definitely post bye here. What do you think about this one, Gavin?
I mean, I think the Saints obviously not going to be a great team, but I could see it going either way here. But I'm not mad at the Lions winning.
Okay, I do think the streak ends here. I don't think they just keep rolling, even though they are a better team than the Bears. It's divisional, and they should split because they're not that much of a better team, and it'll be competitive. Fields probably gets like 175 rushing this game, in my opinion. What do you guys think, though?
Yeah, I have the Lions still.
You have the Lions still? All right, Gavin, what do you got?
I think it'll be a close game, but the way we have the Lions going so far, I don't think they're going to be that good of a team. Granted, they have a pretty easy schedule. I think they eventually get off that high, so I would have the Bears here as well.
Exactly, and that's exactly my point of thought too. We really got them rolling, and
I think it'll be a close game for sure, but the Bears take it 1-score game, maybe 3 points,
and they're going to drop a couple of these. But then week 15, we got them beating Denver, and that could really go either way too. I think that's a flip of the coin,
It's a 50-50 game.
And you could have them choking that one out. But we're giving them the benefit of the doubt as the better roster. So on to the Vikings and Lions.
I think the Vikings win.
Yeah,
I would agree. Yep,
I agree with that too. So 3-0 on the Vikings. So now we're going to the Cowboys Lions. I think
beat them.
Exactly. I'm on the Cowboys here too.
Cowboys win 30+ points. I don't think Lions have a chance here.
I think this is a big blowout too, and I think so. Now you got, after that hot streak, you got them cooling off and looking at 9-7 going into the final week against the Vikings.
I'm gonna give it to the Lions.
Okay, what do you think, Evan?
I would have to disagree here. I think last game of the season, the Vikings will take it. I think they'll sweep the Lions here.
I think they're pretty even as far as rosters go, but I think Kevin O'Connell's a little bit better of a coach, and I think Jefferson can have a big game against a not so strong DB room in the Lions. So
yeah, taking consideration here too, both teams are going to be probably fighting for that maybe 7 seed here, so they're both going to be giving it 100%, and I just think the Vikings have that slight edge.
Yeah, especially receivers over DBs there. So the Vikings. This is a good matchup for the Vikings, and that rounds out the Lions at 9-8. I think people probably expect higher of them this season. Oh,
yeah.
I think people. Yeah. Sorry, I just got a notification. Yeah, but I think people probably expect higher than this season. I think they could also. Honestly, I think this is their floor. I don't think they're much worse than this. I think they're a good team.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I think
there's definitely 50-50s in there. So.
Oh yeah, definitely 50-50s. Like they can win this Falcons game. They can win. They can win a lot of these games, but they could also drop this Chargers game. They can win this Bears game. So like 9-8 is probably the average of where we think they should go here. But yeah, anything can happen. It's the NFL. So.
Yep. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.